EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. Here's 2nd and 6.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. Go.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And They're going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal.
79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Denver. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Brown now to return it. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. On 2nd down, it's Ritter. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd down, 3 to go. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play.
49ers nothing.
Here's their punter now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Go! Dragon 60. Hut.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against a perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a screen from McLaughlin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
In motion comes Pittman. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 33 yards. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go!
A run now with McLaughlin. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Now Ritter on 1st down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Back to throw. Checking it down. This one is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Considering you only need a few inches, I understand the thought process of putting that ball in the air on 3rd down. Let's see if you can take a shot, catch the defense in more run defense mode. But now you take that sack, put you in a 4th down where now you really have to decide how willing are you to be aggressive here to try to maintain this possession. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. That's a slant to Ayuk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Ritter. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Now Ritter to throw on 2nd down. Off he goes. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their second quarter. From the gun on. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Broncos have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Throwing now. Ritter on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal. A huge play just before the half to gain of 43 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
To the goal line and in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Broncos. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go. The Broncos are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10. Here's Ritter to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front. As we send you to Orlando, going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. He'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one down to Stevenson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Dulcich now brought in motion. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I can promise you one thing. That's certainly not how that play was drawn up. I thought he did a nice job initially buying about as much time as he could, but realized there was nothing downfield developing, and he had to throw it short and didn't get anything positive.
He finds Mims. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Brown now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The second defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Broncos keep rolling right along. 38-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Let's go now.
They go play action with Ritter. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Now Ritter. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. On the ground, McLaughlin. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And now a toss. Running left, it's Stevenson. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead?
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
The last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. They'll look to throw. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Broncos bringing out their puncher.
It's fourth down.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On second down, it's Ritter. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. They'll come up to third and 3. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on third and short. Throwing is Ritter. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal. That is a big gain for the 49ers. That's a gain of 77 yards. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. On play action, Ritter. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal. Lutz's kick is good. And the 49ers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Dulcich now brought in motion. On 2nd down, they run the counter. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now 3rd and 5.
Hiking 18. Hunt.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So Kittle comes in motion.
Roll. Trap 60.
On 1st down, it's Ritter. Now he takes off. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Ritter. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
From the gun, it's Ritter. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, 49ers.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, 49ers.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Go check. 18, right here. 19, Lion. 79, Broncos. Check go.
Ritter. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Hold the ready.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Set. Ready.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Ready.
Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
On the jump. Cougar 19.
Brings up 2nd down. At the 28-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Woo. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team.
4th down.
Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Dragon 60. Ready.
Here's Ritter. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.